West Palm Beach, my hometown. We have it all here. Beautiful beaches, perfect weather year-round, filled with small local businesses that fuel the growing city. It's a changing landscape of small businesses, from restaurants to cafes, gyms, barbershops, and breweries. 2020 happened. Things started to shut down. So I biked. And I biked. And I biked. I hit the streets. I wanted to support the small businesses in my community. I wanted to meet the owners. I wanted to hear their stories. I wanted to know the face behind the registers. So that's how Locally Sourced started. Hello and welcome to the very first episode of Locally Sourced. I'm Michael LaFrance. I'm a resident of downtown West Palm Beach. I got this idea to start this YouTube series last year during the pandemic shutdowns of 2020. I really wanted to reach out to local business owners, find out what they're dealing with. I really love supporting local small business, whether it be the local brewery, restaurant, or cafe, you get the idea. So I wanted to talk to these owners and find out what they've been dealing with, how they've been managed to maneuver through the 2020 landscape and try to look beyond into 2021 to get to that light at the end of the tunnel. So that's why I created this series. On today's episode, we reach out to Juan. Juan is the owner of Cid Barbershop. We met him in his new location in a very up-and-coming area of downtown West Palm Beach. There we talked about his humble beginnings, how he first started out cutting hair at his mother's house in the living room to where he is to today. We also touched on the shutdowns that affected him last year due to COVID-19. So let's go check out Cid Barbershop and see what they're all up to.
Let me introduce myself. I'm Juan. I am the owner of Cid Barbershop. Yeah, so Cid Barbershop is a boutique barbershop in the heart of West Palm Beach. We're in the Industry Alley, is a new complex. Super dope, really industrial vibe, high ceilings. I mean, it feels like something that should be in like Brooklyn, New York or something like that. So it's just a really dope vibe. We've been here in this neighborhood for about 3 years now. It's going great. We love the community. We love that we get to serve a great group of customers, and we're excited to serve even more. Yeah, so a lot of people don't know that Cid Barbershop started really humble. Started in our house. We used to have the living room set up like a barbershop. So we had 2 chairs, me and my brother, my older brother Pedro. We had a mirror, and yeah, we used to cut hair right on the living room of our house. And you know, everybody from high school used to come over. My mom would feed them. It was just a really cool setup that we had, and we got to support the family through it. It was the means that we earned a living and supported our family. My mom was a single mom, and so barbering started as a hobby, and then it quickly became the way to support our family. And then little by little, our clientele grew to the point that eventually we went to work with somebody for 2.5 years, and in 2007 we opened our first shop. I think one of the things that really sets Cid Barbershop apart, first of all, is me and my team, the guys that work with me. I have some great guys that work with me. And so just the environment and the culture, the energy we bring to the shop. I mean, we treat everybody with dignity, with respect. We're very friendly. We really welcome conversation and hanging out and talking and befriending our clients. And so we really value community, and doing it with our clients. And so I think that really makes us stand out, makes us different from a lot of shops where it's just go in, get your cut, leave. You don't really get to know the barber doesn't really get to know you. So that I think that really sets it apart. Outside of also the fact that I think we give the best haircuts in town. Something that's not really known about Cid Barbershop is that we're also a boutique perfume shop. And so if you're in need of fragrances and all grooming needs for men, we got you covered. A lot of people don't know that. Now you know. Some of the struggles in 2020 during this whole thing with COVID and the pandemic and all that, the shutdowns. One of the biggest one was just being shut down for 2 months. That was pretty hard. It put a strain on the business, like so many. On top of that, it also put a strain on what the barbershop is known for, which is building community, creating an environment of hospitality, that kind of thing. Really was affected by, wearing masks and having not really knowing how to interact with people, what was appropriate, what was not. The way we got through those challenges, thankfully, thanks to God really used different means to get us through it. Financially, for example, God used the community, both locally, the community of customers. God used my community at church, community of friends and family. A lot of my customers were willing to buy services in advance to help us get through those months that we were shut down. A lot of you were willing to buy merch while we were closed down, really helping us out, really encouraging us, even just letting us know you wanted us here, which really encouraged us and told us that what we're doing here is valuable and really kept us going, really encouraged us to fight, to keep this thing going and keep it open. We love the fact that we're in a new location here at Industry Alley. We're located right across the street from Publix, right off of Belvedere. So Belvedere and Florida Avenue, it's a new complex. Some of the businesses here are super dope. I'll mention a couple of them. One Fitness, the gym next to us, the sneaker shop right across from the plaza, and the coffee shop, Composition Coffee, and the vintage record shop. There's just a couple of the things that are here that are super dope. I think you need to know about it. You need to find out about it. Come visit us, but also come see what's happening here in this area. I think it's a great addition to our city.
So as you can see, Juan and his crew are very much essential part of downtown West Palm Beach. Since Juan is a local, I wanted to ask him what are some of his favorite businesses and services in West Palm that he really likes and why. So let's send it back out to Juan and find out who that is and why that is, and also see who's going to be our next business that we feature next week.
There's a lot of businesses that I enjoy in West Palm Beach, but one that comes to mind is Palm Beach Spine and Sport. I really enjoy them. I enjoy how personable they are, how knowledgeable they are in their field. They provide a service that is customized to you, to your needs, to your situation. They're not just providing your typical, just a quick fix, chiropractic adjustment. They're providing a more customized, tailored experience for each of their patients and customers. And so I really love them. I love what they're providing. I love how their hospitality. I love how intentional they are about taking care of you and making sure that you get the right treatment for your needs.